if you click this video, the title probably resonated with you, at least to an extent. Maybe you're insecure. Maybe you feel like you're not living up to your full potential. Whatever the case, you feel like you don't fully understand what you're truly capable of. And it resonated with you. You fully believe that. To an extent, like subconsciously, you at least somewhat believe that. Now, there's been three main major turning points in my life that have helped me realize that I'm capable of more than I already currently can do and actively try to do. Those three things have been whenever I initially got in the gym and started learning about it and put on a lot more muscle and strength and size. Second thing was developing my social skills. And the third thing was martial arts. Now, people will probably have different major turning points than I did. You might already have some and you haven't realized it yet, but those were my three, and I feel like anybody can benefit from those three. And I'm going to kind of get into how they've helped me. So with the gym, obviously, I started really getting into it when I was around 19 years old. If I had to guess, put a number or put an age on it. Whenever I was 19, whenever I really got a grasp of it, I was really taking it seriously, putting on some size, putting on some weight, getting a lot stronger, understanding how it worked. And whenever I was first getting into it, obviously, I didn't understand how it actually works. I walked in the gym a little insecure, a little anxious because I don't know what's going on in here. I don't know how to use the certain machines. I don't know proper form. But there's so many things that are overwhelming and that I don't know about that I have to take the time to learn about. So me going in there, I'm like a fish out of water, obviously. I don't know anything. So over time, I start to learn, develop, get an understanding of how it works, put on some size, put on some muscle, gain some strength. And through those things, over the years, obviously it takes time, but over the years, I got to a point where I was like, felt comfortable. I was happy with how I looked, and I actually achieved the goal that I set whenever I first started. Now, the first version of myself who entered the gym, started eating better, had no idea that I was actually going to be able to achieve what I initially set out to do. So whenever it happened, it was such a great feeling because I realized this huge goal I set for myself, something I really wanted, like badly, probably what I wanted mostly in my life at the time, I was able to achieve it whenever I didn't think I was able to. So whenever that happened, it like just unlocked my head. Like my mind was just shattered. Everything I believed about myself, everything I thought I could and couldn't do, it just changed. And I know it sounds extreme because it's like, okay, you just learned how to work out, gain some strength, gain some muscle, got a little bigger. But the thing is, whenever you go from this, somebody who's not comfortable in being yourself, to somebody who has just extreme confidence and knowledge in an area where you knew nothing about, it's game changing. What it will do to you mentally. Now, maybe you have done this, maybe you haven't, but you can picture it from both extremes. Like whenever you first start, maybe you were super fat. Whenever you get to a point where you're happy with your progress, it shows you that you were capable from the start. You just had to put in the time and effort to learn. Same thing with the other way around. If you were super skinny like I was 120 pounds, 19 years old, and I wanted to learn how to get to this great shape and look good, and I did it. So obviously, I'm going to feel good about it, and it's like a limiting belief. It's just broken because I didn't think it was possible. Fat guy wouldn't think it's possible, and then you do it, and you realize, okay, if I can do it, anybody can do it. And it's one of those things where you won't realize it until you do it for yourself. Now, that's just with the gym. For social skills, for example, it was another huge limiting belief I had on myself, just in general, overall, whatever. And I was always I was a bit socially anxious, but I know people who have it way worse than me, but I was pretty socially anxious. My main thing was I just didn't know how to communicate properly, which sounds weird, right? Like I probably didn't get better at it until I was around 21, 22. It took me a while. And I didn't pick up on social cues very well. My main thing was I wouldn't know what to say whenever I was talking to somebody, especially if it was somebody new. I would just have no clue what to say. Like, man, like we're sitting here, it's like, well, this is awkward. What the fuck do I say to this dude? Like, I just felt really weird. And it was men, women, whatever. Like, it wasn't even just like girls. It was other guys I wanted to be friends with. It was family. I just felt really weird around people that I wasn't already super close with. And whenever I started actually putting myself out there, trying to get in that uncomfortable situation, it pushed you to figure out how to navigate that situation and figure out how to be more in the moment, on the spot, and figure out what to say, really. And then over time, you keep putting yourself in that scenario. It's like exposure therapy. You keep doing it, obviously you're going to gradually improve. It's just repetition. It's getting reps in, like the gym. It's getting reps in, but in real life with social skills. So I did that. I got to the point where I could pick up on social cues. I knew what to say. I knew what to do. I'm charming. I'm handsome. I'm all these things. So I'm just good socially. It took me a pretty long time. Not as long as it was to get in shape and learn all this stuff, right? But it's a bigger world with social skills. There's more to learn. You can get a lot better in the sense of knowing how to navigate it compared to just in the gym, right? In the gym, you just learn how to work out, learn what to eat, and you're pretty much set. But social skills, you can learn a lot, and you can continue to learn a lot for a very long time. Like, I'm still nowhere even close to what I could be socially. But that was another thing that helped me realize, okay, I'm capable of almost anything. Like, I was this guy who couldn't even look a stranger in the eyes, and now I'm a guy who can walk in a room with people I don't know and just make friends relatively easily. Like, I go somewhere, like an event or something, and I walk out with at least 2 new friends. Or while I'm in there, I just have people I can hang out with, because it's like I wanted somebody to talk to. I don't want to just stand there twiddling my thumbs. The two extremes there, the first version of me would not believe that I became the guy that I am now. And then the biggest one for me is martial arts. And I talk about it a lot in my videos because of how passionate I am about it and how much I've actually realized it has helped me. So with martial arts, it's the same thing as those first 2 examples I just gave. Everything is the exact same. But there's so much more to learn. Whatever martial art you pick, I personally do jiu-jitsu, but it goes wrestling, boxing, kickboxing, Muay Thai, whatever it is. The art is so vast, you never stop learning. No matter how good you get, you're always learning something new. And that's what I love about it, because I'm somebody who enjoys learning, getting new knowledge, and constantly progressing. That's something I just love. And so that's the biggest thing to me in regards to that, is that you never stop learning and you always feel like you're dumb. It sounds stupid, but that's something I love about it. So whenever you first start, and I'm just going to use jiu-jitsu for an example because that's what I've personally done. I've tried boxing. I didn't stick to it long, so I can't really use it as an example. But for me with jiu-jitsu, whenever I was first starting, I'm a very athletic guy. Always been athletic. I was good at sports growing up. Pretty much good at any sport that I try to pick up. I'm relatively good initially. So I walk in this jiu-jitsu gym. There's fat guys, there's super skinny guys, there's athletic people, there's unathletic people, there's potheads, there's literally any archetype of person you can think of. They're in a martial arts gym. So I go in there, I'm like, okay, I'm about to do pretty good. I'm confident in myself. I'm really strong now, because after I'd already been working out. So I was really strong, especially for my size. I'm going in there expecting to, maybe not beat everybody up, because I don't have like this huge ego, and I'm, rational. But I was like, I'll probably hold my own. I might get a couple people. I go in there. First class, I get armbarred by a 13-year-old girl, taps me out. There's a 120-pound guy over here who's just running circles around me, destroying me. Like, he tapped me like 5-6 times within 5 minutes. There's super heavy guys just laying on me, making me feel like I can't breathe. I'm like, just dying, like just miserable. And I'm like, okay, this is awesome. Like, it sounds stupid, right? Like, I'm getting beat the fuck up, but I love it. Like, first day I love it. I'm like, this is so cool. I'm gonna start doing this. I gotta get good at this. Because for me, whenever there's something that I'm not good at, I just feel the urge. I gotta get good at this. Especially if it's something that I find cool, and I find fighting very cool. So it's something I stuck to. Now the first however many months, long time, it's just trying to understand. There's so much information. It's like your brain just can't comprehend anything. Like, you're just grabbing at pieces, trying to find a way to just do something, just to survive. And I'm trying to put all these pieces together, but it's information overload. Can't remember this, can't remember that. Maybe I'll hold on to this a little bit. And months go by and I'm like, dude, I just suck. Like, I'm not getting any better. This sucks so much. And it makes you want to quit. Like, mentally, you're fighting in your head mentally. Like, man, I want to quit this. I'm just not getting any better. Everybody's beating me up. It's miserable. I'm in here just getting suffocated, choked. People trying to break my arms. I'm just over here tapping over and over again. And it gets to your head and it makes you want to quit so bad. And I'm sitting there, it's like, I'm just not getting any better, but it's really fun. I enjoy it. I'm going to stick to it. I got to get better. You start getting slightly better. I get pretty good. I'm starting to tap some people. I'm starting to tap some white belts. I get a blue belt here and there. And I'm like, okay, I'm getting a little better, but next roll, I'm getting suffocated, choked again. Next day, I don't even get close to submitting to anybody. And then those thoughts come back. Man, I'm so bad. I'm not getting any better. But in reality, I'm getting better. You just don't realize it because everybody around you is getting better too. And that's kind of the beauty of it. But you're learning so much and you're getting so much better. Very slowly, but you are getting better. And you just keep having that mental fight. Like, man, I'm not getting any better. I want to quit. But it's so fun. Let me stay. And forever, even up to now, like, I am so much, it's like drastically better than I was whenever I first started, to the point where I can not feel like I'm getting suffocated by most people, but certain people still will. But no matter how good I get, I just feel like I'm not getting any better. Obviously, somebody will walk in and I'm way better than them, and the white belts, I'm way better than them. But then I roll with somebody who's same level as me or a little bit higher, and it's demotivating. It's like, oh man, I'm not getting any better. This guy's still beating me. I still feel like I'm dying in here. And you just never get over that urge of, man, I suck. You just feel like you suck forever because there's so much to learn. So you're constantly in this state of those first two things that I was talking about, the gym and social skills. You're constantly in the state of, I got to learn more, I got to get better. And you keep proving yourself you got better because you're tapping new people, you're beating people you couldn't beat before. You're constantly proving yourself, I got better. And then, no, I suck. So it's this constant cycle of proving yourself you're capable, realizing you need to do more. Proving yourself you're capable, realizing you got to do more. So those first two examples is I have a goal set, and I proved to myself I was capable of achieving those things, which is great. Great for your confidence, great for your mind, and it shows that you can do whatever you set out to do. Now with martial arts, it's that, but times infinity, because you keep learning, keep getting better, keep beating new people, and it's like you just keep reinforcing it. I'm capable, I'm getting better. I thought I sucked, but I'm getting better. And you keep showing yourself that, and it's insane what it will do to your mind and brain and just the way you view yourself and what you're capable of doing and just the world in general. And I know this kind of sounds like I'm doing like a martial arts pitch here, but it's just something I'm passionate about, so I'll probably talk about it a lot in my videos. Like this is something I'll be talking about. So I think it's something that almost everybody should try. Man, woman, whoever, I think it's something everybody should try. Whatever it is, like it could be boxing, I don't care what it is, but I feel like it's just something that could benefit everybody just by the life lessons and the things you go through in there mentally that will shape who you are. Because it's crazy what it's done for me in a short amount of time. Like that same cycle that I just said never ends. I've been doing it for about 1.5 years, which isn't super long, but I train more, like probably like 5 times as much as the average person. I train a ton. Like it's just what I do. And whenever I get really obsessed with things and get super hyper focused until I get to like this certain point, and I usually drop it. But the reason I think I'm gonna like martial arts so much for a long time is because, like I was saying, like you never stop learning. So it's something that I can just stay hyper focused on for a very long period of time without feeling like I've mastered it in a sense, right? Because I'm not trying to sound arrogant, but that's just how I am. Like I'll put all of my time into one thing until I've gotten to a very high standard for myself. And this is just something that I never see myself thinking like, oh, I'm the best. Oh, I'm at a very high standard. So it's something I think I'll be able to push through for a long time. And I'll just constantly be getting that reinforcement, and it's going to shape me into a very good person. And I don't even mean just externally towards other people. I mean, I'll deem myself a great man, great person. So it's just something that I think everybody should try. And even if you don't get good at the skill, you're showing yourself that you are capable, and you can go out and set that towards anything you want to achieve. That's kind of the whole reason I'm making this video. I know it sounds like it doesn't really tie together, but what I was just saying with the gym, social skills, martial arts, it ties in because you're showing yourself you can do things that you initially could not do. Whenever I went in the gym, I couldn't bench press 225 pounds for 10 reps. I couldn't squat 315 for reps. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't even fathom doing that. And then I proved to myself that I'm capable of doing that. So if I go out and try to start a business, I'm going to be like, okay, I've done all these hard things. I know there's going to be trial and error towards it. I know it's going to be hard at first because I don't know anything, but let me just go in with a learning mindset, a growth mindset, and learn and make it happen. From there, kind of just spirals. It skyrockets. You can keep doing that towards anything. Relationships, business, personal goals, whatever it is, literally anything. So that's why I'm making this video, because you don't just take my examples. Like the 3 things I talked about, you should try to implement into your life just because it will help you that much and go a long way for you. But think about personal examples in your own life where you've done things like this and show yourself that you are capable. Like before those 3 things, I had other things too. Like whenever I was a kid, basketball. I sucked at basketball at first, but I put a lot of time into it. I came really good. And then there's so many different things. Video games, there were games that I wanted to be good at, so I put a lot of time into them and became really good at them. It goes into everything. You develop skills and things that you sucked at first, but over time, you got good at it. The things you're good at now, you weren't good at them at first. So you are capable, more capable than you believe you are. Look at those times and realize it's evidence that you've given to yourself that you are a capable person and that you can do more than you think you can currently. Yeah. Before I end the video, a couple more things about martial arts, right? Since I've already talked about it so much. It's just that there's so many different life lessons that you get from it too. So I really recommend to at least pick one up for a little bit, try it, realize how bad you suck, and at least put enough time in to where you can beat somebody who's has similar attributes to you, similar weight, male, female, same, like very similar to you, and you can beat that person, and you'll realize just how much you love it and how fun it is. Like, I feel like everybody, if they get to that level, they'll love it. And if you don't, that's never you realize if you're gonna like it or not. So keep that in mind. But this was a really good video. I enjoyed making this one. So if you get any value from it, I appreciate you subscribe. Besides that, see you in the next one.